Welcome back to Week 3 Pick'em. We are flying through the season so far with 3 weeks worth of ROMs out in a shade over 8 days. Peterson, you still hanging in there, buddy? Yes sir, fresh off my first win. Let's do this. Good, let's get down to business and pick some games. No doubt, the first matchup of the week we have the Lions hosting the Patriots. Blowout is how I see this one. Detroit does not have a chance. The half-century mark could be seen in this one. Patriots roll 35-7. Pats roll here. Enough said. 28-3. Jags going to Denver next. I'm going Broncos. Here should be a quick silent kill. I'll go Denver 21-3. Denver will also be my pick. Are you looking on my paper and copying? Denver is just the better all-around team, and Kulsek still has yet to play a game in the CTL, so he will have to knock off any rookie rust. Denver wins 21-7. Cleveland playing host to the New York Jets in this game. Pretty good game, almost got game of the week honors. Chaos and Discdalo are two solid veteran coaches who can maximize their talent and exploit the opponent's weaknesses. I see the Browns' secondary being too much to handle for Jets quarterback Trent Dilfer. Dilfer will throw a few picks and cost his team points as the end result. Cleveland wins 24-10. I got Chaos doing work here. R.I.P. Michael Jackson. I have a feeling he will be a big part for Chaos to win this game. I'm going Browns 21-17. Pittsburgh hosting the rival Bengals. Not too much distance separates these two ball clubs. The Bengals will come into Three Rivers Stadium looking to get on the board in the win column this year. Sitting at 0-2, I don't want to say this is a must-win game, but going down 0-3, their playoff hopes are just that, hopes and maybe dreams. Unfortunately for the Bengals, I do not see them winning this game. Steeler running back Jamal Anderson has a good game, getting into the end zone twice and getting 88 yards on the ground. Pittsburgh wins 21-14. In this game I'm taking the Steelers. I have a feeling that one big play can change things up here. After Haig's devastating first two losses, it just might crack the camel's back. I'm going Steelers 21-14 as well here. Next we have the Dirty Birds heading to New York. Last week had to take a lot out of the Falcons. I do not think they can bounce back in this game. I'm going G-Men big here 28-3. Atlanta has struggled out of the gate, and this week I see the same thing. Going to the Meadowlands and the swirling winds there will not help Falcon quarterback Gus Frerotte. Neither will Junior Seau's relentless pressure up the middle. Seau will get to the Falcon signal caller a few times and force a fumble and a few errant throws. New York takes advantages and puts this game out of reach early. Giants 31-7. The Chargers travel to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Eddie George is looking like the Rookie of the Year, and this game will showcase his talent. Look for a huge game from George and the Chargers to crush the Bears. Most think this could be a close game, but I do not see it that way. Peterson. Chargers win 28-7. I have a feeling George will charge up the Chargers for sure here. He will wreck shop in the freezing weather of Chicago. I'll go Chargers 21-10 here. Next we have the Seahawks going to the Raiders. After playing a tough one last week with the Hawks, I'm leaning towards them this week. I see Darren Woodson locking down Wayne Krebet here and changing the outcome. I'm going 24-17 this game. Raiders host the fellow West Coast team, the Seahawks, in this Week 3 matchup. Seattle cannot afford to lose another game this week. Just like the Bengals earlier, Seattle has already dug themselves into a 0-2 hole. Fortunately, I see big things from Seattle wideout Joey Galloway in this game. Odds are Al Davis fires someone midseason. Seattle wins 21-17. Tampa Bay travels up I-85 to face the Panthers in Ericsson Stadium. I was told that you were smoked in the preseason by Fulcher when you two played Peterson, yet a Fulcher smoked me. But did I play at full strength? We will have to see. This week will be a little different. While I see him still winning, it will come down to a fourth quarter drive by you. Frustrated with the clock running down and trailing, and it will soon follow, and Bucksy B. Doug Evans, playing in his Tampa 2 zone, will leap up and snag it. Running back Adrian Morrell finishes you off. Tampa wins 21-7. I see this game staying close, and if I can win the turnover battle I should be taking my first home game of the season. However, I'll go 21-14 Bucks. Next we have the Oilers heading to Miami. I have a strong feeling TD will make sushi of the fish this week. It will be close, but I see the Oilers pulling it out 28-21. I picked Miami to win the division. So the logical pick here between the two favorites in this division would be the Dolphins. I'll pass on that logic and go with my Oilers. Opus most definitely will put up a great fight, but I see TD being too big of a matchup problem for the average Miami linebackers. Davis, who was hurt last week, is completely healed and cleared to play by the team doctors. Davis goes for 123 yards on the ground as the Oilers play the clock-milking game. Houston wins 28-27 in a nail-biter. Now the big finish. The real-life rivalry, as we both really know well. The Dallas Cowboys go into RFK Stadium to take on the Hogs of Washington. Growing up in South Texas, Peterson, you are supposed to do two things when it comes to football. Love America's team and hate the Skins. Thankfully I didn't either. This is CTL, however. Dallas has one of the better teams and Gats is on a roll. He will outplay my partner in crime from Tecmo Talk Radio and win convincingly 31-17. How do you see the game of the week, Peterson? Well, it makes it a little easier to pick the boys with Gats at the wheel. I see this game as a nail-biter back and forth until the fourth, and that's when Gats pulls away behind Kareem once again. This is going to be a good one. I'm going to boys 28-14. That is all for this week. Join us again next week for your favorite pick'em. For Lightning Larry, this is Peterson. Catch you guys next week.